2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is picked. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets him a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Let's go. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Tannehill going to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Zeke with a shake and bake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now, Tannehill. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hurry.
Again, Tannehill. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Miami. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Go ahead.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Couple of Alabama guys there, 2 in a Waddle for the Miami first.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
20 TX.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A-Chain gets it from the gun.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Check, smack. Ready?
Young on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Young. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Go ahead.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Option handoff now to Achane. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon A-Chain with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. Sanders now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Young looks to throw on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, Young loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it's cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A-Chain now up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 27-yard.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This pass caught. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 3.
The 2 is going to change things up. Third down, here's H.A.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Tua on 4th down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's A-Chain.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 23-yard attempt.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's Young.
At the 30-yard line.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Now a first down throw for Young.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
First down, Detroit.
It's Young on first down. That's taken in by Higgins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry up.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing, Young.
Second and 3 at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On the ball. Cut.
Again, it's Young. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Young. And it's caught. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready. Drill 3. Set, cut.
Looking to throw, Young. Steps away to his left. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And hang on here. We got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Able to slither by. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That throw by Young incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Go. Ready?
Here's Young. This might be a free play. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Young on 1st down. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now here's Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jelani Woods, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
Here we go.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Lions 8. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28.
A give left side. Here's A-Chain. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 22-yard line.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Williams. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Lions will take over.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 58 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Riley Patterson to kick off.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On play action, here's Tua, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 17. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Young will set to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll be Young again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, it's Young. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Young to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st and 10, Young. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
Young to throw it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly they get to the line. To throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Montgomery, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again? And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jelani Woods, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Running left, it's H.A. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Dog red.
Here's Young. Got his man, it's Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Lions.
Young. He's going to let it fly. That is incomplete.
Give it big. Coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready, ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Go. Smack. Red. Let's go. Charge.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They dealt